So this one is the Passionate Pomegranate. And this was molded in my grandmother's mold. And sometimes these dividers can be a little difficult to get off, but we'll see how it works. Oh, falling right down. The fragrance oil turned, it looks like it turned any portions of the soap that I didn't color kind of a yellow. I think it's supposed to darken up to maybe a light beige. We'll see. It smells really good. Well, it's worked a whole lot easier this time around. And I'll tell you the truth, it smells nothing like it did out of the bottle. I mean, it smelled pretty good. When I opened the bottle and sniffed it, it actually smelled pretty good, but this smells even better. And they always say you should never really judge a fragrance based off of how it smells out of bottle, but still can't help but sniff it. But it always changes once you put it in the soap anyway, at least most of the time it does. And it's definitely changed for the better. It smells really good. There's definitely some ash on top, which it'll be fine because these bars they're a little deep. Let me see. I would say just over an inch and a half deep. Yeah, they're over an inch, just under an inch and 3/4. So they can afford to lose a slight little layer. I'm just going to use my beveler and just take that top layer off, and it'll get rid of the ash and actually probably make the swirl stand out even more. So that's cool. Oh, wow. Alright, and here we have the chocolate covered cherries. It looks like it's more pink than red. I tried, for the first time I tried to use like the FD&C, like liquid colors. Okay, this is the one I used. Let's see if I can get that in the shot, if that shows up at all. I'm sorry, I'm not using the camcorder. well, it's probably blurry, but it's like a liquid color, and I got this one from Brambleberry. And I really should have read the instructions before I got it. Like, this is a 10 milliliter bottle, so I was supposed to dilute that into 8 ounces of water, and then add a preservative, and then add it to the soap until, I'm guessing, until it reached the color that I wanted. And when I discovered that, I was actually already kind of in the middle of making the soap. That and the fact that I don't even have a preservative. I don't use any preservatives, so I didn't have any on hand. So I just got a dropper and added it straight to the soap. And it doesn't look like it caused any of the color clumps or anything. It just didn't turn as red as I would have hoped. But it's still not bad, so I'll see in a minute how this works out. Okay, so make sure I have this in focus here. Like that. So you can see me cut it. Okay. I'm really trying to get better at, someone told me that I don't talk enough during my videos. So I'm really trying to get better at sort of explaining what I'm doing as I do it. Alright, slice number 2. It actually is, I'm pretty happy with that. It didn't turn out the way that I had planned. This is definitely not what I had in mind, but it started setting up for me. It took me too long to get my colors and stuff together, and because I should have read the instructions before I started, but the soap started, the batter started getting a little firm before I could get it into the mold. So I wasn't quite able to do what I had in mind, but this isn't terrible. And it's kind of a cool thing about cold processed soap. Every batch is different, at least for me. And usually when I plan out what I'm going to do, 95% of the time it doesn't work out that way. And some of my best batches have actually come like as an accident for something I planned to do that didn't happen, and I'll actually be happy that it didn't turn out right because the end product was better than what I had in mind. It's actually a pretty cool swirl. And for I used fragrance oils from a company called Southern Soapers, and I've never ordered anything from them before, but I wanted to start my soap right away, and I'm on the East Coast. And the companies that I like to use, one is over in Washington State, that's Brambleberry, and I like to use a company called Sweet Cakes too, and I can't remember, I think they're in Michigan maybe, somewhere up there. So, and another one, Majestic Mountain Sage, I'm not sure where they're located, I don't remember. But it usually takes at least a week for my oils to come in. And so I figured, well, you know, I've heard good things about this company, and they're right in Virginia, so I thought that meant that I would have my oils in a couple of days. But I didn't know at the time they're actually going out of business. So they're pretty overwhelmed right now with a lot of orders, and it actually took 2 weeks for my oils to come in, so I wound up having to wait even longer. I was a little nervous about trying these out. Just, I don't know, I've never tried them before, but I used their Cherry Garcia for the red portion, and it smells pretty good, but we'll see how it turns out as it continues to cure. And their Chocolate Serendipity for the chocolate portion, and Brambleberries Vanilla Select. I added that to the chocolate, hoping it'll really darken it up. I also used cocoa powder, Hershey's cocoa powder, to do the color. Usually I would use like a brown iron oxide, and I just wanted to try something different. So I used the cocoa powder instead, and it seems like it worked out pretty good. It may also add to the chocolate scent. I don't know. I've never done it before, but we'll see. But the color is really good, which I think is mostly due to the vanilla content in the chocolate and vanilla fragrance oils. That's what most likely darkened it to this color. And for the white part, I actually didn't use any fragrance at all. So I don't want to take any chances on it not staying pure white. I used the smaller mold, my 2-pound mold, just because I really wanted to test everything out before using a whole lot of oils and then it not working out, and I wasted all of it. So I'm actually pretty happy with these. Okay, so I'm going to clean this up and then I'll put in the last one. I will cut that one and see how it turned out.